We all cried about horse training buffs, and when we finally got them, we killed it within the first day. Welcome back to the one channel that doesn't think it's the end of the world when something gets nerfed. My name's Teddy, and having all of us rush around to steal those higher spawning T7 and T8 wild horses, Pearl Abyss was quick to introduce and nerf the spawn rates. So with that in mind, I wanted to show you how I'm going to go about my training routine to ensure all those Lumalamp pieces can be attempted, while also making a decent amount of money on the side. This is not going to be a guide about how to make billions a day. I usually do a live stream on how to go about doing that on whatever topic, so be sure to check out the channel to see if there's anything you're looking for. This is just trying to give you an idea on why I'm not trying to spreadsheet to make 12 billion a day. If you do find this helpful, leave a like, and let's just jump into this. After the new horse training update went live and the amount of money we could make was known, it was no shock that Pearl Abyss was going to step in fast, and sure enough, they nerfed higher spawn rates down from 113% chance to lower, making them feel more like a rare site like intended. This means you won't be able to make the 12 bill a day anymore just on the Imperial deliveries alone, but it does help out the newer players getting started with training and the veteran players who will still go out and capture and train horses. As a casual player like myself, I don't see this as a nerf, but more like Pearl Abyss fixing their dumb idea of making a rare horse the most common horse. If you see my recent horse training live streams, a common question I kept being asked was what to do with the horses, if you should breed them, and what exactly my plans were. So to help answer that question and make it a little bit more clear to understand, here's my training method I've been choosing to use. This method is going to be a simple and easy one to get started with at any level or any time. I won't focus on any of the gear or the buffs since it can literally be done naked. The gear will just help out, so choose which one you want and all the training buffs you can. Starting off, I like to take the weekly and daily from Liana since they can be completed with a single horse. I'll buff up and start getting ready to head out to find a spot to capture horses. If you chose a base for your training in, like, say, Dubenkroon, just be aware the horse area is extremely popular and oftentimes can be empty. Taking a wagon is the better option, able to register up to 4 horses if using the forest path wagon, while still having one follow behind you to the stables to be registered. Or your fastest mount will also do. A quick little warning, you won't be able to register any more horses onto your wagon if your stables are full. Depending on when you see this, the permanent capturing rope and sugar are being added to remove the need to keep running back to town to either make up more sugar or buy more capturing ropes. The rope is awarded after completing the Training Guru and Family Fame quest line, while getting all 3 T10s minus the Volt unlocks a sanctuary, which is needed for the brown sugar lump. If you don't have any of these, just make sure to keep a ton of ropes and sugar lumps on you. Oh, and make sure to add them to your exclusion list to your storage or maids to prevent them from being moved to the storage accidentally. Once you finally do get to a spot, there's a few things. For the training nerf, the common practice was just to take the T7 or the T8 horse and move on to the next channel. With the nerf in place, or if you're preparing like me for when the nerfs do come in place, I'm going to take all of the T6s, and if I can manage to find any of the higher tiers, I'll snag them first, then move on to the lower tiers. This way, you can get the most money and higher Imperial Steed chances on the higher tiers while not skipping out on the lowers. They're going to be extremely useful. After capturing all the horses and heading back to the stables, I'll sort through all the lower levels and sell them to free up any stable slots for the higher level horses while making a little bit silver on the side. The seals aren't noteworthy, but a little adds up all the time, and it's back out until more stable slots are full or I just get tired of horse snapping. Now here's where the important part comes in. When it comes to the horses that I like to save, or what I plan to do with the horses, I tend to sell off all the level 1 to level 10 T6s while keeping the higher levels for AFK training. Those T6s might seem worthless at the first glance, but every breeding cycle has a chance to spawn the Imperial Steed. These steeds are needed for the centerpiece of the training treasure Lumalamp, which will keep your wagon's durability repaired as you move and will act like a lamp. You can choose to keep the lower level to help level training or just to get more horses to breed, but for me, I'm choosing the higher levels to speed up hitting level 30 just to be able to breed. The lower end T7 and 8s I'll keep for training and breeding, while the upper end, just like the T6s, will be bred if over level 15, then traded in for both the Imperial and Lumalamps for minor pieces. Another option is to trade in all the higher tiers for the money and use the T6s just for the training and the breeding. The special dark black and all white horse are 2 that I'll keep my eye out for, being the special male and females that can sell for 5 times more or have the 4 breeding attempts, since these are huge paydays. The females will help cut down needing another 3 females, or can be used to breed 4 different males if you want, while the special males I want to level up and sell off for that max bonus. Now, for those who don't mind waiting to make more money, one option we do have is if you're just going to sell off all the higher tiers you find out in the wild, breed them up before selling them off. This is going to be my preferred method once the nerf comes out, with the higher tier supposedly being a more rare sight. Not only do we double our attempts at getting the Lumalamp pieces, but doubles the experience and money we can make training the new horses up to be bred again. Going by that, I'll get all my level 15 or higher horses breeding for 4 hours, which is perfect having all of the horses on a 45-minute respawn timer. I can set them up, go out, change channels, and keep cycling through. More horses can be captured while you wait, or what I like to do is once I have enough in the stables, I'll wagon train 4 while 4 are being bred just to cycle out the old as I get the newer babies ready. Remember, this will take some time, so buff up and try to stay in a safe area unless you enjoy being killed. This method can be done continuously as long as you have either the horses to be bred or more horses that you can capture. No matter which way you choose to go about it, don't forget to make sure to turn in any of those bonus artifact quests. It is a great way to start farming any of those light stones without having to touch the central market or even get any of those training artifacts that you've been waiting for. After all the selling and delivering, another common question I keep getting asked is, what do I do with all the seals and for all the Imperial invoices? So to help you out, here's my priority when it comes to all of the horse training rewards. Of course, because the Imperial horse seals are not an event and they're permanent, I'll start here with all of the buffs. Personally, I'll take the Stonetail Winds meal and the Stonetail tonics for more celerity drafts. And I mean, come on, that meal is almost 20 mil over here on NA. For those still needing to gear up the tunes, the fine horse trainer's clothes and Manos items are great, followed by the horse gears if you still need them. Maybe the Corsair training reward if you're down bad on all the training mats, but the central market is a easy way to go ahead and do that. Next, we have the Imperial training invoices. With these, I recommend buying all of the family exchanges since these are a one-time buy, then moving down to the Corsair's aura and the Stonetail Winds meal if needed. Unlike the meal in the drafts, the Corsair aura is a little harder to come by, only being given out during events, so I like to keep a huge stockpile for rainy days. I tend to avoid all the horse gears since they can be crafted, bought, or earned using the normal seals while the event is limited. The horse emblem boxes are the same. I don't want to waste my invoices when I can get more out in the wild. As for the materials, these two I'll avoid, with us having easier methods of going out and either gathering or just buying them off the central market. Remember, once this event is done, we'll have to wait for another, so I like to make my exchanges matter. And there you have it. My horse training methods I'm doing both before and after these wild horse corrections come. While there are plenty of other ways to speed up how much silver you can make while horse capturing, this way is more geared towards the Lumaloft lamps instead. I know, a lot of people are mad by the training nerfs, and this may not be a fix to it, but at least we can try to adapt and find ways to push how much silver we can make. Let me know down below how you feel about not being able to make 12 bill a day, spamming all the channels you can, and how you feel about dropping down the spawn rates from 113%. While you're down there, be sure to check out the channel for more life scaling content for Black Desert, and I think I'm going to head back out to capture more horses to throw at the stable keeper. You would think the price of glue would have fallen by now, but with all of that out of the way, I'll see you in the next one. Keep horse napping out there, everyone.